I used to sell insurance. This was immediately after I finished my Form 6. I couldn't get a place in the university, so I went down to Ipoh to look for a job and found myself working in an insurance company. And I met Mei because she would come to my office to look for her best friend, who was my office clerk. And then a year later, I was offered a place in the Teachers College in Kota Baru. So I went off to Kota Baru. I had no remembrance of Mei anymore. Surprisingly, 1 year later, here she was in the Teachers College, and she comes up to me and she remembered me. She straight away comes up to me and says, you know, I am Mahani's friend, do you remember me? And I said, oh yeah, I do. And so she kept saying things like, you know, I'm so afraid of being in college, it's the first day. And she was afraid of the orientation and things like that. And so I said, no problem, you know, I'll take care of you. And that's how it all began for me. You know, I remember in April of 1983, I had to go home to Cameron Highlands because my eldest brother was getting married. And all the time when I was on the bus, I felt something amiss. So when I was in Cameron Highlands, after the wedding, I quickly went and bought 3 roses. And I did not even know what they meant. But I just said I wanted to buy these flowers for this girl. So I brought those roses back and I went to the college to look for her, and so she came. Then I told her, you know, there was something strange. I missed you, I said. And it was then when she also said,
yeah.
Friends in my community, in my hometown, they were not very happy. You know, some of them were discouraged me, but there were those who were very supportive, like some of my close friends who were studying in KL and things like that. They even took time to come out, and they went all the way to Ipoh to attend our wedding. But others, they did say some negative things like, you know, why can't you find an Indian girl or something like that. But by that time I was quite numb to what people were saying because I was so much in love with my girlfriend. Yeah, my father was quite harsh. He didn't want to talk to me, and it was mainly not because Mei is a Chinese, but it was mainly because we chose to get married in a church, and he was really opposed. But we still chose to honor him. We still went and said that we would like him to come for the wedding. So he never actually came for the wedding. And for about 1.5 years, he wouldn't talk to us until my eldest son was born. Then he began to, his heart was softened. And
so when I first got married, I remember my mother-in-law, my late mother-in-law, told me that, you know, you have got 3 brother-in-laws who are not married, so you cannot dress, you cannot wear short pants and short skirts in the house. But there were a few things that I needed to learn in the beginning. Like he told me that when you eat with your fingers, you only use your right hand and no both hands,
yeah.
You know. So I remembered that. So we always just use one hand, just use our right hand for everything when we eat. Yeah, yeah. There's no left hand.
I pray for Malaysia to be truly one Malaysia, where the Malays, the Chinese, the Indians, the Ibans, the Kadazans will learn to respect and love one another, that we will learn to accept one another, that there will be no racial politics, that there will be no racial discrimination, that the government will be fair, that we will practice meritocracy, so that everyone who deserves to be given a chance should be given a chance.
For me, I really would love to see Malaysia being the Malaysia I used to know when we grew up, that there was no discrimination, and we enjoyed being with our friends and classmates, and yeah, regardless of race, you know, we can go out together, we can go out and have fun and watch a movie together, you know, and we can have each other in our houses, invite each other. It was so free in that sense, you know, and really love those times when we could greet each other, you know, we can shake hands and greet each other. You know, I really miss all that, you know, like it's so different today.